Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today obviously is January 6th. It is Saturday 2024. So 30-year anniversary, as we know, of the events that happened on this day. And there is an accepted narrative that happened on this day. And I would love to sit down here and go on a big rant and give you my opinion of this day, but unfortunately, if I did that, I would probably have the money or the video taken down and demonetized and probably given a strike, and they would say I was spreading false information and all kinds of stuff. But this is what I will say. This is what I believe. Mistakes were made that day. Those people should have never, ever gone into the building. When you have a crowd, and I want you to think about this too. When you have a crowd of 250, 300,000 people, and maybe less than 1,000 of them went into the Capitol building. Okay, never should have happened. Definitely a mistake. What came out of that? And I remember that day when that all happened. And they had the pictures of the guy sitting on Pelosi's desk, sitting at her desk with his feet up on the desk, and people were taking documents out of there and like souvenirs, if you will, and all that type of stuff. You know where all those people are now, folks? A lot of them sitting in a jail cell, doing a sentence, pleading to whatever the case may be. A lot of people lost their jobs because of that situation on that day, and they have been labeled, in a negative light. I remember leading up to January 6th, and people had asked me, Ed, are you going to go down? Are you going to go down for January 6th? And I went, absolutely not. I won't be anywhere near that situation. And they were like, why? And I said, because if you get caught up in the wrong place at the right time in the right situation, you're going to end up in a jail cell. And I said, it's not going to do any good to anybody if you're sitting in a jail cell. It don't help your family, it don't help your country, it ain't going to change anything. And so I said, no, you will not see me in that situation. And you did not. And unfortunately, one woman was killed, was shot by the Capitol Police through the door, and a lot of things happened that day that should not have happened. Like I said, mistakes were made. People get caught up in the moment, and that's the problem. That's the problem. They get caught up in the excitement of the moment, and they do things that they would not normally do. And like I said, unfortunately, a lot of lives have been destroyed because of that situation. A lot of lives have been completely ruined because of that situation. Have other people taken advantage of that situation and used it politically? I'm not going to say yes, I'm not going to say no, but I'll let you decide if that has been used as a tool. What I find interesting, and I'm just making a point here, when you had, we're going to use Portland, Oregon as an example in this statement. When you have people trying to set the federal building there in Portland on fire with people in there, federal agents and stuff like that, and looting and burning and beating people up and causing all and stealing and destroying stuff and causing all kinds, setting fires, all kinds of havoc, not for one night, but for months on end. And the majority of those people never saw any time in jail, and if they did, they weren't in jail very long. I mean, you can look that up and you'll see. But because of somebody walked into a building that they shouldn't have walked into, and I'm not justifying that they did that, they're looking at years in prison. and a record that is not good to have, permanently on their that they'll carry around forever. Again, a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lives were ruined because of that day, and it's unfortunate. That's more what I want to say. Circumstances, like I said again, I always used to tell people this: people, places, and things. Okay, and that's what it always comes down to, folks, in any situation ever. People, places, and things. It comes down to the people you're hanging out with, the places that you are, and the things that you're doing. You can get caught up in a situation that you had no intention of being caught up with, and it could ruin your life. It can ruin your life, and that's what happened with these people on that particular day. You look at the situation, not a good situation. Never should have happened. Shouldn't have gone the way that it did, and very, very unfortunate. And like I said, it's just people are paying for that, and they're going to continue. They're still looking to lock people up from that day if they can identify people. They're still looking to lock people up from that day. So not a good thing at all. Not a good situation. But I feel like if you're going to do something, you make it fair across the board, and everybody has to have the same consequences for their actions. I think that should be the way things should be, but of course they're not. So, I don't know, like I said, I would like to hear your guys' feedback on this in the comments. What do you think this date, 3 years ago, do you feel that it was justified what was done? Do you feel the going after the people that participated in that? Do you think that they, do you think that they should have done what they did? Like I said, breaking into the building, absolutely a mistake. There's a lot of talk on how that situation happened. Were they being ushered in? Were they being told go ahead, or were they not? I mean, like I said, I wasn't there, folks. Okay, so I can't say, well, this is how it went down, right? But when you have that kind of a crowd, and a small percentage of the crowd does what they did, that's it's still not a good thing. Like I said again, never should have happened. But is it really all what they tried to say it was? That would be a question. That's a question. I'm not making a statement one way or another in that situation. But we always got to pay attention to things because it's all related and it's all comes together in those type of things. So some things to think about. Again, bad situation. Let's see what we have here. I don't even know. Let me look at my time on here. I want to make sure I'm not going too far. Okay. So anyway, I definitely would like to hear your feedback. I'd like to hear what you have to say about the situation. What do you think of how it was handled, what happened afterwards, and where it should go, forward? How should it be remembered? Okay, so, but anyway, guys, remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we figure that one out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. And it's really important that we, like I said, we tell them every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goal is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.